So we got stopped by the police from filming, and the media representative of the company, she came out and she wanted to get all our information. They got all our ideas, and she came and took a picture of the car plates. What do you think about this, Evan? Is this how, as a citizen, you should be treated by the police?
I feel fucking furious about this. We have a right to be filming here. We're in public space. These pigs, I mean, that they can be used in this way by the Zionists to simply come out and threaten to arrest us, actually, and take us to the nearest precinct. It's like beyond an outrage.
Welcome back to Free Palestine TV. I'm your host, Laith Marouf, and we are in the industrial zone outside the Athens International Airport. Before we continue with this report, I ask you to press the subscribe button on whatever social media platform you're watching this on, and to go to our website, freepalestine.video, to donate so we can continue bringing you this content. The reason we are out here in this industrial zone beside the Athens airport is that we are beside the Intercom Defenses, Israeli weapons manufacturer, and we have with us Evan from the Gather for Gaza group here in Greece that is working to highlight this collaboration between the military industries in Greece and the government in Greece with the Zionists and the genocide in Gaza and Palestine in the wider region.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Evan, for being with us.
My pleasure to be here.
Habibi, explain to us about Intercom Defenses. What's their, what are they doing in this complex here?
Absolutely. So what we have here is, within this industrial park, several manufacturing nodes of the Zionist imperialist military-industrial complex. So this is essentially a death factory, and it should not be read as Intercom Defense, but simply as Israeli Aerospace Industries, because that is the owner of this Greek defense contractor. It's actually the largest defense communications system producer in Greece. And this buyout took place in 2015, and it also has really close affiliations with a number of universities, including DUA, NTUA, Athens Polytechnic. And we're not entirely sure where the actual the production plants are. We know that they have 7,500 square meters of floor space. It could be at this site or it could be at a different one, but they are keeping that information under wraps.
And the Intercom Defenses, or Israeli air defenses as systems, they have many factories and offices in the region, including in Cyprus.
This is their largest facility. They do have some, like I had mentioned, some hidden facilities. Looks like we have some pigs coming up.
Yeah, because they called them. So yeah, the security have called the police. It seems like we're not even near the factory or on a public street. We can film anywhere we want to, and we are journalists. So we're gonna just ignore that. Continue, don't worry.
I should also mention that the CEO is named George Trilianos. This is their primary facility where they are making this death technology, as we think, but they're being very, very secretive about whether this is just corporate offices or not, because they understand that the majority of the Greek populace is opposed to the production of technology of death here in their own country that is being used in the perpetuation, the continuance of the Holocaust and the Gaza extermination camp.
Yes. What do you need?
Close the camera, please.
So we got stopped by the police from filming, and the media representative of the company, she came out and she wanted to get all our information. They got all our ideas, and she came and took a picture of the car plates. What do you think about this, Evan? Is this how, as a citizen, you should be treated by the police?
I feel fucking furious about this. We have a right to be filming here. We're in public space. That these pigs, I mean, that they can be used in this way by the Zionists to simply come out and threaten to arrest us, actually, and take us to the nearest precinct if we don't stop filming, as well as this woman coming out, this media rep, whatever the hell she was, taking a picture of the plates of the car that we're in as well. Yeah, it's like beyond an outrage.
And the police officer admitted that we have a right to film on a public space, but that they will be taking us, if we continue, to the police station just as a harassment, to deter us, to make us give up our right to film in the public space and not waste our day. We had to get in the car and leave, not because it's the law, it's just for harassment, so we don't waste our day in a police station.
Yeah, they compromise on their own legal system, their own set of laws for their Zionist masters, essentially.
Well, just to finish what you were saying about the Intracom Defenses, so tell us about what they are manufacturing here or not, the knowledge that we have of what's happening in this factory.
It's communication and electronic systems, and it's, like I had mentioned, the largest Greek defense manufacturer of those kind of systems. Like the kind of monitors that are used for air defense systems, also for drone components as well. I mean, you name it, they're producing it here. Not necessarily munitions, but the components that make it necessary in order to utilize those munitions. And there is one also important interconnection that I think needs to be mentioned, is that there's also a lot of drones that are produced here that are used by Frontex, which is the imperialist EU's ICE essentially, and is the largest funded program or body within the EU, and which is directly committing and overseeing the migrant genocide taking place within the Mediterranean and the Atlantic, in preserving, the white supremacist, borders and system of Fortress Europe. So it's not only the material that's being used, for example, in Palestine, but also against peoples of the global south that are trying to move away from the genocides and the exploitation and the forever wars that are exported as contradictions from the imperial core into the global south.
So we're going to right now go to a different location, another weapons manufacturer right in this industrial zone that is Zionist. And of course all of these industrial parks that are producing weapons are close to the airport on purpose, so they can put them on the planes directly to go to the Zionist colony and other parts of the Fortress Europe that are using these equipment to oppress peoples in Europe and the people in Palestine. We'll continue with this as soon as we get there. Not only did they take our ideas, and they were obviously kind of weirded out that they had a Canadian, a Venezuelan, and a Greek, but they asked for our names. Tell us what they did when they saw this pin. Let's show everybody what's this pin. What's this pin?
I got this pin at Bent Al Huda shop in Dahia in Beirut when I was there for the commemorations of Sayyid Hassan Nasrallah's 1-year anniversary of his martyrdom, and all of the martyrs of the resistance and leaders of Hezbollah. And this is a Imad Mughniya who is the mastermind of the glorious operation that deoccupied Lebanon from the Americans, Italian, and the French in the coalition occupation of Lebanon from 1982, killing over 200 Americans in the U.S. Marine barracks bombing. It was a glorious operation, and I wear this in honor of him. One of the Greek Zionist apparatchiks, whatever they have working in that death factory over there, he pointed at this button on my belly bag, and he said, "Who is this person?" And just in quick thinking, I said, "It's my father, and he has passed away. My actual father is alive. God willing, he will live for a long time. But inshallah, he will live for a long time. But yeah, this is Sheikh Radwan."
So you are definitely adopted to the resistance, and
It's an honor.
but it shows you how stupid these cops are.
They are incredibly stupid.
Their job is to protect an Israeli manufacturer, and they don't know the enemies of Israel.
I have another story. When I was detained once with the Hezbollah flag, and one of these pigs comes out of the office and he picks it up and he says, "What is this? What is this flag?" And I said, "It's a flag from Lebanon." And he said, "What does that mean, flag from Lebanon?" And I said, "It's the people's flag. It's the people's flag." And he said, "Oh, okay." And that was enough for him. He's they're just they're morons. I mean, they're incredibly stupid. Well, many of them. They're incredibly dangerous, but they're also incredibly stupid.
The cops never used the word arrest. They said, "We're just gonna take you to the police station if you don't, just for a visit almost. Like they wanna give us coffee if we don't walk away from the street across from that company." Now we're beside Thales, one of the major weapons manufacturers in the whole region.
Yeah.
Tell us about Thales here.
So this is the main branch for Thales Elas, so here right by the airport, where people are driving by every day on their commute or trying to get to the airport. This particular death corporation between 2018 and 2023 sold 2 million in drone parts to the entity, but for all of its equipment and ammunitions, had a record year in 2024 of 29 million euros in sales to the Zionist entity. And yeah, I mean, it's one of the major death corporations of the imperialist military industrial complex. That's for certain. And to have this here, you know, in our state, like Attica, 20-30 minutes from the capital, not even put, you know, somewhere that could be like a real backwater or is hidden in any kind of way. You can see the way that they advertise it is, it shows the extent that Greece and the Greek regime is totally catering and subservient to their Zionist masters.
It's like they're very comfortable. They feel that there's no danger for them to advertise that they're here and building these war crime machines.
People live here. People live here and they can see this. And, you know, it has this like facade of being, you know, just a regular company. But this is a death factory.
Yeah, you can see like either apple or pear trees right there. They are like, so even some farming land here. And you were telling us that there was an attempted action at the Intercom Defense.
I don't even think we should refer to it as its rebranding, because that's another ploy to make us think that it's something that it's not. Mm-hmm. That's the whole idea.
Israeli aerospace.
That's just what it is. It's just AII. Sorry. AIAI, Israeli Aerospace Industries. Yeah, there were a couple actions. There was a breaching of the site by some protesters and the throwing of flyers up in the air. And there was a couple of roadblocks with a banner held by some people. Nothing more material or militant than that. All pretty non-violent actions. But from what I understand, those people were detained for doing that, of course. I should also mention that There's another death factory in the vicinity here, if I can talk about that now.
We can actually, let's go in front of it
Sure.
and continue that story there. So we're right now in front of Theon Sensors, Advanced Optronics. Tell us about Theon Sensors' collaboration with the Zionists.
Yeah.
Who are they first? Who owns Theon Sensors? The first company that the second company we went to there, Thales, is a French company.
That's pretty well known. People know
Yes.
about that
So
one.
Theon Sensors, explain to us, who are they first?
So Theon is the brainchild of this golden boy of the Greek capitalist elites. His name is Christian Haji Minas Theon. From what I understand, he grew up in DR Congo and has some links in support of a Belgian state. So he comes from a settler colonial background, actually.
Most probably that's carrying some of those weapons.
Yes, very, very likely.
So he was in the Congo exploiting, stealing, colonizing, genociding Congolese to take out probably the rare earth stuff that is needed for the production of these weapons.
Yeah, the production of thermal imaging material, components, and night vision technology. This is what this primarily produces, and it's considered one of the leading companies in the world for this. In the US, it actually operates directly as a subcontractor of Elbit Systems and is supplying for the IOF. It's supplying for the US Marines. It's supplying for German Special Forces. It's supplying for all of the different imperialist provinces in order so they can have these advanced vision systems in their conquest operation and ethnic cleansing campaigns.
Well, what was interesting for me in this tour is that we saw Greek police officers, the city of Athens police, being stationed outside that Israeli military production company, and there is no police in front of the French or Greek weapons manufacturers. They will not expend taxpayers' money to defend a Greek military production company, but they will do so for an Israeli production company. And that's another case of Jewish supremacy in action.
Yes.
And the city of Athens and the government of Greece and the police of Athens are prioritizing Jewish weapons productions and their safety.
And we're on, they know we're here. We're on camera right now. They're watching this. The window's open. We're like 10, 20 meters away. They can probably hear a lot of this.
Yeah.
And they are not intervening in any way.
No. And they didn't curtail our right to be on the public space to record a journalistic package, but they will do so and take us to a cop station for no reason, with no charges, just to stop us from reporting on that Israeli production company. Well, this was a really interesting tour. I think people in Greece, in Athens, people in Europe, people in the region that want to take direct action against these weapons production companies are going to learn a lot from this. Thank you very much, Evan, for giving us your time for this, and we hope the best for you and the Gather for Gather group. This was Laith Marouf from Free Palestine TV. I ask you to press the subscribe button on whatever social media platform you're watching this on. By the way, Rabih Ghannam is behind the camera. And go to our website, freepalestine.video, to donate so we can continue bringing you this report. Until we see you next time, I wish you all a free Palestine and a free Greece.